Skip it up and that up.
Team Deathmatch.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Rich of Review Tech USA, and there's nothing more dangerous than a horny Magic the Gathering player.
You've activated my trap card.
Okay, folks, today's story is actually very sad, but at the same time, it also makes me very angry, and I'll explain why after I tell you what happened. I gotta give a shout out to the Hodge twins for bringing this story to my attention. They are hilarious. I'll have a link below to their channel. They have like 60,000 subs, but hey, they hooked me up with this story, and I gotta give them a shout out. Great channel, though. They are funny as hell. Anyway, this story has to do with a gamer in Taiwan who was playing League of Legends, who suffered a heart attack after playing for 23 hours straight. He died, and he was dead for 9 hours before anyone noticed that he was dead. By the time someone noticed that he was dead, he was already in rigor mortis. The guy's name was Chen Rong Yu. He was only 23 years old. He was apparently still sat on the chair with his hand stretched out in front of the keyboard as if he was still playing in the cafe. There was like 30 gamers around him, all right? And no one noticed that this guy was dead. That just shows you how sick into this game, this League of Legends game, these people are. It's crazy, man. Come on. Oh, I didn't notice. He looked like he was fine. 9 hours the guy's there and he doesn't move a muscle? Really? Give me a break. They're saying that initial tests on his body revealed that he died after suffering a heart attack, like I mentioned, brought on by low temperatures, fatigue, and lack of movement. His family told the authorities he had been treated for a heart condition in September. You know what bothers me about stories like these is that it brings on the stereotype police. You know, if someone of a certain race does something, everyone in that race is like that. If someone who's into a certain hobby does something, like if a gamer is an extreme like this guy, people think that, oh, all gamers are like that. You just sit home all day and just play video games and do nothing else. Look, man, that's the part that drives me insane the most, because when people hear stories like this, they instantly jump the gun and say, everybody's like that. Like every person that's Muslim is a terrorist. Is that really true? Hell no, it's not true. You know, give me a break. And that's why this story frustrates me too, because it's people who go to these extremes that set the standard that everyone else looks at them like. If that makes any sense, I hope it does. You know, like, I'm a fat guy, okay? I got me some man boobage. So people think that I sit home and smear myself in Haagen-Dazs all day, which is so damn far from the truth, it's not even funny. I go to the gym 4 to 5 times a week. I don't eat fast food. I maybe eat later than I should, that's why I got the man boobage, but I'm a pretty damn active guy. And on top of it, people are like, oh, he plays games, so that's all he does is sit home and play games. If I game an hour and a half a day, that's a lot, you know? And I'm not trying to defending me, I'm just saying in general, when stories like this come out, it shits on everybody, you know? Just like, oh, a black guy was caught robbing a house, and then everyone, like, all the clampets are like, oh, that's all those black people do is rob them houses, huh? All those crazy black people. And it's not true about them. And, you know, it's because of stories like this and people who do asinine things like this, like play a goddamn video game for 23 hours straight without taking a break, to that is probably the main reason he did suffer this heart attack, heart condition or not, that makes everyone else look bad. And it's very frustrating, and I hate seeing stuff like this. And yes, it's very sad. A guy who's 7 years younger than me, I'm 30, he's 23, the poor guy's dead. You know, that's awful too, but I hate the stigma that it's going to bring on, and I'm sure many people that are ignorant are going to look to this story as an excuse to make fun of gamers. So anyway, guys, leave your thoughts on this story. Does it frustrate you when things like this happen because it brings a stereotype to the whole gaming community? Do you notice things like the examples I brought up, how people stereotype races, nationalities, you know, people who are into certain hobbies? Do those things frustrate you as well? Leave your thoughts and comments below, and as always, thank you so much for supporting Review Tech USA.